We said, "Are you ready?" Oh, it looks live. It looks live.
Are we live?
And I'm gonna give you the point.
I'll be waiting. I got the point. We're live.
Where's our other intro? I'm waiting for our other intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
What up,
All
everybody?
right.
I'm Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee. I am here with the Hank
That's right.
and Waz, supposedly,
Allegedly.
which is pretty awesome. We are going to have a great show today. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Oh my God, don't we?
A lot has happened over the week. A lot has happened. But I will again just say I'm ready for the election to be over. Not for any political reasons, just because I need to get all this political shit out of all of the news areas so I could get to the stories that I want without having to do a fucking deep dive
Yes.
into obscenities.
No kidding, right? Like
Yeah.
this is actually tough.
It's getting rough out there. It's some rough waters.
Yeah, it's hard out here for a pound.
But we got carpet. It's in the corner. We're putting carpet down.
Yeah.
Who brought that carpet?
Ow. I thought you did.
I did.
It's like what?
He doesn't know it was him?
He's an angel fairy.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. The
Yeah, that's pretty
duster
good.
was
That's
going
pretty
down.
good. That's pretty
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
You've been working on it, huh?
Yeah. I'm getting pretty good at that sound. Man, we got all kinds of stuff that we're gonna talk about. We got Ronnie on. We got
What up, Ronnie?
the Duffster on. We got Krista on. We got
Duff, what's
Brandy
good?
on. What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
We've got we're just gonna have a packed show. But the way I really want to start this off is I really want to talk to you about how tough times have kind of become.
Yes.
It's COVID-19 has shut down. Are you guys coming to sit in on my show Monday? Question mark.
I'll be digitally. I'll be hella watching. but
If you're inviting us, tell me what time it is. Tell me what time that be in. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we might be
Manic
able to have-
Monday.
plug it in the chat.
with
And we'll see
Parker
what we can
Ryan.
do.
Yeah. So, thanks to COVID, times are tough right now for just about everybody. So people are having to find other ways to make ends meet.
Yes.
A struggling chemistry teacher decides to take a life of crime, manufacturing plastic straws to sell on the streets of Santa Barbara.
Wow.
How do you make plastic straws?
Well, after the straw ban passed in Santa Barbara, one high school chemistry teacher saw a golden opportunity. Strapped for cash and down on his luck, Santa Barbara High School chemistry teacher Winston Silver found himself in a desperate situation. He was looking for any opportunity to use his teaching or chemistry skills to bring his family some much-needed additional income.
Nice.
When the city of Santa Barbara passed the ban on plastic straws, Silver noticed that plastic straws were now being sold on the black market at incredibly high cost, but inferior quality.
Wait, Brandy?
Oh.
Yeah, her show 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's called Manic Mondays on the schedule at RadioVegas.com. Just so in case you're radio listening.
I think we can make that happen.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see who can do what. I can't commit to being that person yet. All of a sudden. Live online.
Yep.
But I'll be checking it out.
But the Duffster's right. It kind of is like Breaking Bad, only Santa Barbara edition. So my brother-in-law is a cop, and he busted these straw dealers down on Monte Vista Avenue. I got a glimpse of their product. Pathetic, flimsy, no color, impure plastic.
No color.
Then I found out what they were going for. A small case of straws can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars in this new high scarcity market. I knew I could easily create a superior product. They're going to drink from my straws anyway. I might as well make them a better product.
Nice.
That's what he claims. Silver bought a used RV, drove it to the Mojave Desert to make his first batch of superior drinking straws. What he created was a crystal clear, sturdy, bendy, bright blue drinking straw. 99.1% chemically pure blue plastic. Silver said with pride.
This makes me so thirsty.
He then said, far superior to anything out there right now. He called his product Sky Blue Straws. And they've taken to the streets of Santa Barbara by storm, showing up in empty big gold cups at crime scenes all over town.
Oh, hell.
Baffling police and angering straw dealers with their inferior products.
Man.
At press time, Silver was rumored to have become dangerously tangled up in the drinking straw black market, but his lawyer, Seth Goodwin, said that his client had no further comments at this time.
Understood.
So, I mean, I just goes to show you right now
Times
in
are
this
tough.
state, yeah, you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Or the straw.
Or the straw.
Yeah, inside the cylinder.
Yeah.
You got to.
You have to.
Yeah, I think it's just important these
Your
days.
mom's been thinking inside the cylinder.
Well, yeah. She thinks with the cylinder.
At least once. Or twice.
She's always thinking with their cylinders.
But so one of the things that I just would like to say at this point in time
Okay.
is I do not want to wear goggles.
Ah, no.
I draw the line at goggling.
I'm not gonna wear goggles.
I'm not going to be a goggler, man.
Is this in talks of forced goggles?
There is talks
So
of forced goggles, correct?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So like, while concern about touching things has gone down, concern about stuff going into you has
Eye
gone up.
holes, yeah.
You know
So-
what though? Like, I'm not going to stop other people goggling.
No,
but,
I got no problem
But
with
my eyes aren't offending outwards.
every
And they
day
don't need
I'm
to be-
goggling.
But this is what you don't
Don't need to
understand.
be
When you
goggled.
blink, you get little bits of particle, and they could go into somebody else's. Because you blinked, you're hurting somebody else.
I
So
never
the goggles
blink
aren't
at
for
people,
you, it's
though.
for them.
I understand, but I also think I can look away. I don't feel like I have to blink at people.
Directional blinking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that would work.
I agree.
I think that would.
I
think
concur,
that would work.
doctor.
Your lady is the best solution
I
instead
concur.
of goggles.
No goggles. I'm wearing a blow up T-Rex costume.
That
For
came from
safety.
Ronnie.
Yeah,
It's not for novelty, it's for safety.
that's right. It's for both. Look good
true.
and stay safe at the same time.
True, true.
While not being able to pick up a damn thing.
Okay, so we're going to get into the greatest guilty pleasures movies.
All right, I like this.
Okay.
Are we going to do it in that way where you like name actors and we have to figure out the movie?
Yes.
Oh,
Always.
okay. I'm going to bring out the gaming lights. If
Okay,
you
let's
want to
do it.
watch it, twocluelessdudes.com. You can chat along as
Ronnie
well.
says he does have one.
He does have one. I've seen it.
It protects and looks fashionable. I completely and 100% agree.
Oh no, I forgot the lights. Well, gather
Oh,
all your
no.
people about this episode,
All right.
especially because we've got the freshest, hottest internet for this episode.
That's right, we do.
Mark your calendars in your mind history because all the wiring got like redone outside the house
We're
that
fiber
we've been
optic
complaining
now.
about. It's not fiber, but it's fresh copper.
It's freaking Raisin Bran fiber.
Yeah,
It's great out here.
it's
All right,
grape nuts optic out there.
So we're gonna do the top. We're gonna start at number 25.
25. Hit me.
All right. So this was So these are again guilty pleasure movies. Okay.
Guilty pleasure movies.
So this has starred. This came out in 1985, directed by Sylvester Stallone. The actors were starring Sylvester Stallone,
so,
Time Cop.
so it was Rocky
Wait.
2.
James Brown, and Mr. T.
So it was Rocky 4.
Time? What's the time?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
1985.
You
know
is
what?
that time travel?
Oh no.
Is it okay to say that I'm a Rocky fan, but I don't like any of the new Rocky movies? Like I refuse to watch them
Oh, they were
because
really good.
I don't. And Ronnie will tell you. Like I even made a promise like 2 years ago that I was gonna watch the new Creed movies or whatever they're called, but I just can't do it.
I
can't
haven't watched
bring
the
myself.
second Creed, but I watched the first one, and it was surprisingly. And I waited because I didn't want to watch it either. But when I did finally watch it, I was like, man, that was really good. And the last Rocky, the actual last Rocky movie, man, that was really good too.
What was that Stallone one with the 3 seashells and the time travel?
Demolition
Time Cop?
Man.
That's Demolition Man.
Oh,
Time
okay.
Cop is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh,
He
okay.
doesn't know about the 3 seashells.
Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 24. Oh, Ronnie says he will never give Creed a chance. Probably
You
not,
know what,
but
Mike?
It's really good.
If you watch Creed,
Yeah.
if
I'd watch it again.
Okay, then we'll watch it. Ronnie, it's a deal.
All right, so this one was directed by John Carpenter in 1986. This action film, directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, Dennis Dunn, and James Hong.
Overboard.
No. Overboard.
I don't know who any of
Did I
those
say
people
Meg
are.
Ryan?
No.
Then why would you think Overboard?
Oh, you said Meg Ryan?
I did not say Meg Ryan.
Well, then why does it
I mean
Meg
Goldie
Ryan?
Hawn.
Goldie Hawn is in Overboard.
Right, but I didn't say the word Goldie Hawn. I said Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall.
Kim
Dennis,
Cattrall.
Dennis Dunn and James Hong. And this was 1986.
Oh, it's hopeless.
I have no idea.
I give up.
And I think this movie should be much higher. Big Trouble in Little China.
No way.
Oh.
And that really, I mean, it's funny because you watch it and it's really kooky and it's kind of racist, I guess, but it's such a great movie.
Racist?
Sure, I don't know.
Why?
Because everything is these days.
Oh, okay. Because there's Asians in it. It's a racist movie.
Well,
Got it.
you're implying the size of the Asians.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
That's actually one of my
The Dumpster
favorite
got it.
movies,
Which one?
by the way.
Big Trouble,
Big
in, Little
Trouble
China?
in Little China.
That's Big China and Little Trouble?
Yep. So much.
That's a fantastic.
Great
Kurt Russell's
movie.
just amazing. Okay, how about this one? Directed by Stephen Sommers, released in 1999. It was an American fantasy adventure film, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, and Kevin J. O'Connor, with Arnold Vosloo.
Is that like The Mummy or something?
Ding, 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 ding.
Dang.
You got it. The
There we
Mummy
go,
comes in
there
at
we
number
go.
23. The original Mummy, which
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
was such a fun movie.
It was good.
And I really feel for Brendan Fraser because talk about a man that has literally been kicked in each testicle. Like, ouch. He's had it rough, man. And he's finally starting to come out the other side, apparently. So that's good. This one right here, I have to say, another fantastic movie. Directed by Joe Dante in 1984. This American horror comedy film, directed by Joe Dante, released by Warner Brothers, is the film about a young man who receives a strange creature called a mogwai as a pet.
Oh,
Oh.
Gremlins, baby.
That's right. All right. Corey Feldman was in that.
Corey Feldman.
Phoebe
Probably my
Cates.
favorite Feldman.
Yeah, he's a good Feldman.
You mean your favorite Corey?
No, favorite Feldman.
Oh.
Yeah, you got me.
Okay, so this is one I think this is an interesting movie. It came out in 1997,
Okay.
directed by Simon West.
I don't know who the hell that is.
He's west of Simon.
Yeah, he's like totally 90 degrees from Simon North.
Yeah.
You
So
mean
this,
180?
It was an American action film.
All right.
You're still thinking about the degrees
produced
thing.
by Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer of The Rock.
Oh, Brucky.
It stars Nick Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich. Nick John, it's called. And Steve Buscemi's in it as well.
Oh, man, this sounds awesome.
Yeah, it actually was a very good movie.
I've never heard of this.
You have, sir. In
Oh,
fact,
I
part of
figured
it was
out
actually shot here
the-
in Las Vegas.
Really?
I just put all their names in the Google images. and
You cheated.
I did. Don't look. Everybody stop looking.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, we are talking Con Air. Con Air comes in at 21.
Good
This
movie.
is okay. So next up is
Con Air.
John Malkovich was in that?
He was, yeah, he was. This came out in 1994. God, I can't believe this came out in 1994. This is
Speed with Keanu Reeves.
Speedy Reeves.
directed by Tom Shadyac. What an interesting name. It's an American comedy detective film, co-written and starring Jim Carrey.
I mean,
Also
he's-
Courtney
Oh,
Cox
oh,
and
oh.
Dan Marino.
The Pets.
Oh, that's Pet Detective.
I just said Pets. That's also a movie that this isn't.
Pet Detective, you were so close.
Cable. No.
No, it's Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
That's it. That's the answer I was looking for.
Oh, you weren't counting just Pet Detective. I was all giving up and stuff. I was so sure.
I was gonna say I'm familiar because
that would be much higher on my list. 'Cause
when-
I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. When he explodes out of the elephant's behind.
Oh,
Which,
that was number 2.
Yeah.
real quick,
Nature
favorite
Calls
Jim
for
Carrey
Me.
movies. Go real quick.
I think Dumb and Dumber is
Dumb and
absolutely number
Dumber.
1.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
Ace
yeah.
Ventura. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Fantastic movie. The Mask.
I think
I
Mask
thought
would be mine.
he just said
His name
favorite.
is
You can't
Cuban
list all of them.
No, I can't just
He's
get
the
one
king of the
answer for
rumba
that.
beat.
Yeah, I don't want you to commit to just Pet Detective. Anyway,
The Duffster got it. Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventricular.
So tell me what you think about this one.
Okay.
1989, directed by Steven Spielberg. This is a 1989 American adventure film directed by Spielberg from a story co-written by executive producer George Lucas.
E.T.
I was gonna say
starred River Phoenix,
Oh, this
and
is
Sean
Close
Connery.
Encounters.
River Phoenix,
River
Sean Connery,
Phoenix.
It's not Close Encounters.
and another very, very famous actor.
Oh man, what was he in? Because River
Night-
Phoenix as a
I know.
teenager was
I know. Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's really brown, right? It's a really brown movie.
It is.
Everything's really tan colored. There's archaeology.
There is archaeology heavily involved.
Really
I'll have to
archaeological.
pass.
Like I mean, OG
I give.
archaeology movie.
Give.
Well, you think? Wait. One more actor. The lead actor, Han Solo.
Yep, Han Solo.
It's like his other role. It's like
He also
archaeologist
starred
instead
in
of
Blade
space.
Runner.
Not part 3.
Harrison.
It is. It is part
Ford?
3.
What?
Yes.
Dang, those movies are old.
Yep. It
Yeah.
is part 3.
Well,
It is
Dusty
the third
Harrison.
Of it was the third of a trilogy.
There's
Really?
a whip.
Yes.
The main character
He's
has
got a whip.
He whips.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He sings the
This
Devo
one's like-
song.
if
When
someone-
a problem comes along, you must.
whip it.
Imagine like you've never heard
He
of
wears
this
a
movie
hat.
though.
He wears a hat, and the hat's really important.
It seems like we're making up the weirdest movie if this wasn't a real movie.
Right?
And we're like just telling someone for the first time. They're like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah. And they
It's an
wind up,
archaeologist with a whip?
and they wind up looking. They wind up like in like
Indiana
tunnels.
Jones.
Oh, isn't
Yes.
this the one where yeah.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where they're looking for the goblet,
they're
right?
looking. They're looking for the,
The
Holy
penitent
Grail.
man shall pass, right?
Oh.
Jehovah is spelled with a J.
You choose a cup, the cup choosing.
Yes, and you choose a cup. He's like,
What is
I'm gonna drink out of this shitty cup. You win. Dun-dun-dun.
He chose poorly.
All right, I think
Good
about that every
line.
time I get diarrhea.
Yeah.
I chose poorly. Okay, coming up next in 1984, actually,
All right.
this is definitely a guilty pleasure because everything about this movie was basically wrong, but it was an amazing movie.
Oh, then this is the Goonies.
Directed by
That's all the only hint.
directed by John G. Avildsen. It was an American martial arts romantic drama film.
Oh.
Oh, I already know Last Dragon.
No,
Oh shit.
it was
It's a
written
Karate
by.
Kid though, some kind of
It
Karate
was
Kid, right?
directed by Robert Mark Kamen, starring Ralph Macchio.
Oh, then it's Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yes.
What did you say?
Last Dragon.
Oh,
That's
that's
the one
way
with
too
Bruce-
new,
With
though.
Bruce Leroy.
Isn't that a newer movie?
No, it's
No, it's
been
like
Karate
an
Kid?
Similar
84,
time.
82.
I don't understand.
when you got that glow. Because, Dance to the beat of the rhythm of the night was like one of their big dance number
Oh.
songs,
Yeah,
remember?
it was disco, baby.
Yeah. It wasn't disco, but like that 80s.
Yeah,
I
it was,
love
it was that
Rhythms of
disco
Night.
vibe. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, coming in at number 17.
17.
Directed by Mel Brooks in 1987. An American parody
Fresh wound.
co-written and directed by Mel Brooks and starring Brooks, Bill Pullman, John Candy, and Rick Moranis. Joan Rivers actually also makes an appearance.
Come on, Hank. Those
This
are handing you
Spaceballs?
this one.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't see why this is a guilty pleasure movie though. This is like American classic.
I mean,
Yeah, this is that's a great
Okay, but this one is a guilty
great
pleasure.
movie.
This one is an absolute guilty pleasure.
And that belongs way higher
I agree.
than, what did you say,
17,
19? 17?
Yeah, I want to hear you guys stew on your guilty pleasure combo. Like, give me 2 or 3 guilty pleasures after this list.
yeah.
I want to get
Oh,
some
I'll-
personal.
listed?
I want
I'll,
personal.
I'll knock you out with some. I'll
This
blow your
stars
mind.
Sam Elliott, Terry Funk, Kelly Lynch, released in 1989, directed by Rowdy Harrington. It was an action film starring a very, very famous actor as a bouncer at a newly refurbished roadside bar.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. That is a guilty pleasure movie
Yeah.
because it's pretty ridiculous, but so awesome.
Yeah. And then he rips the guy's throat out and
Yeah.
yells his name, then goes over and kicks his ass.
What a great movie.
Adrian. Not that name. He
Oh my
yells
gosh.
name. I'm mixing movies up.
How about this one? 1987. Emily Ardolino is who they directed by. It was an American romantic drama film written by Eleanor Bergstein and directed by Emily Ardolino. It starred Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you know the name of the movie, though?
Corner Baby.
You don't even know the name of that
Yeah,
movie.
it's oh shit! If you wouldn't have asked, I'd have told you. If I would have should have just came out and said it.
I thought he'd be bigger. Yeah, exactly. From Roadhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
What is it? A state of cleanliness.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
And
Dirty
then-
Dancing.
There it is. The Double D. All right, so this is actually another one. It's hard to say this is a guilty pleasure because this movie, I think, is all around way too iconic to be considered a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, like what snobs made this guilty pleasure
Yeah,
list?
I
They're
have to
like,
agree.
won't admit these.
Tony Scott directed, released in 1986, starred Meg Ryan, Val Kilmer, and Tom Cruise. That should be all I need to tell you.
That's Top Gun.
That's it, exactly. Top Gun. Top Gun comes in at number 14, and
Top Gun 2 comes out in December, which
I'm hopefully
we're excited.
Upper gun.
Yep, the Duffster got it. Dirty Double D's.
Dirty
Dancing.
Dancing.
Okay, so how about this one? This one I think would be interesting to see you get. This was a
I kind of feel like I'm on a roll.
You're doing pretty good. 1971
Oh,
musical fantasy film directed by Mel Stewart, starring Gene Wilder.
Gene
It is an
Wilder?
adaptation of a 1964 novel.
Is it very colorful?
Very.
I turned it into 20 questions.
Yeah.
Is there candy involved?
It's certainly sweet.
Oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
Wonk.
Based off of the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, here we go. Number 12, Steven Spielberg, released in 19...
That's actually really good. Which one would you
Yeah, this is
prefer?
not a guilty pleasure.
Like,
Everyone loves
do
this
you
movie.
like the classic version or the
Yes.
Johnny Depp version?
No.
I really love them both. Take it.
I got to go with Gene Wilder's version.
Okay. I mean, there's
liked it.
nothing wrong with that.
Once you've seen Johnny Depp's version on enough MDMA,
Then you're good.
it's different. It's same thing with his Alice in Wonderland. If you've just seen his Alice in Wonderland not on almost too much MDMA, where you like take off your 3D glasses and accidentally crumple them.
Yeah. Whoops. All right, 1981, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Alfred Molina, Karen Allen, and Harrison Ford.
1981.
1981.
Oh, is this the
Harrison
One-Armed Man
Ford.
movie?
No.
No, that's way 1981.
Oh.
Harrison Ford in 81. What did you do in 81, Harrison?
What did you do? Wild. Oh, it's another?
There's no way.
What? This list is cheap.
Raiders of the
There's
Lost
no
Ark.
way.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's a guilty pleasure. I just think
Yeah, I
those are
don't know
great
about
movies.
that.
All right, this is a guilty pleasure movie.
Okay.
Absolute guilty pleasure movie. 1998, directed by Michael Bay, starring Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, and Bruce Willis.
Oh, Armageddon, I agree.
Yes, that is a guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a perfect.
Also,
example.
Michael Clark Duncan, if I remember correctly. Yep, Raiders 1. You got it.
Is this the one with the drilling, or is that a
Yes,
different? 'cause
that is
there's
it.
two
Yeah,
at
they
the
had to
same
drill
time.
into the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, drill into the
All I
arm.
know is I was a
Drill
kid.
into the arm.
I just wanted to drill Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot. Oh my god.
Wow, that was my favorite part of that movie, is her existing. It was like
Right?
an introduction to her.
And when her dad died, I felt like just holding her
Yeah,
and touching her.
smelling her hair.
So this is the one that I don't think is I don't think this is a,
No, it's ASMR.
Biden was right. This is great. Okay, so this one came out in 1990, and I actually don't think this is a guilty pleasure. I just think this is a great movie. Starring Joe Pesci, John Candy, and Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, Home Alone.
That's it. Home Alone, the first one.
That's one of Joe Pesci's not so great movies. Like Joe
I like
Pesci's a
that.
gangster. That's where he
I
belongs.
love him in funny stuff, like anything with
like
Adam
my
Sandler.
cousin Vinny. Great.
Ricky, oh
Oh.
man, what's up, buddy?
Great. Great.
Big comic book collector. Nice to have you on. Okay, so how about this one? This is number 9. We're into the top 10 here. Number 9, released in 2003, directed by Gore Verbinski. Keira Knightley, Zoe Saldana, an American fantasy swashbuckler film.
How come you left out Johnny Depp?
Because I thought it would be too easy. Also Orlando Bloom.
Pirates of the
this.
Caribbean.
The person
Yes.
that made this list hates certain actors and doesn't want to admit it,
I think that's what it is.
or like loves certain actors
Yeah.
and won't admit it.
I definitely feel like there's some.
Yeah.
Now number 8 is a true
Motivation.
number 8 is a true guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Paul Verhoeven
Vloovy.
is who directed it,
Yeah, you could have left that out.
probably. Starring Neil Patrick Harris, Denise Richards, and Amy Smart.
Oh, this is a fucking great movie. This is Starship Troopers.
Yes.
Neil Patrick Harris is in Starship Troopers.
Yeah, he
Dumpster
was
got
the
it.
he was the intelligence guy.
Oh, I remember being the same age as
Yeah.
the girl with the black hair when that came out.
Oh, wow.
And being like smitten. What was the actress for that?
Amy Smart.
Dang. Where's she been?
She's smarting from her mistakes in showbiz.
Well,
Yeah, wait a minute.
now Starship
look the same at all.
Troopers did well, but everything that went after Starship Troopers kind of went.
Yeah, they did like a bunch of other Starship Troopers, and none of them were really that good. They okay, I'm just gonna say this one. They got Miss Doubtfire on here as a guilty pleasure. That's
ridiculous.
Just not true.
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay, so
But
this,
I agree with Starship Troopers.
this is
That's
one
an
that could, I
American
guess,
classic.
technically be considered a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Starring Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and Kiefer Sutherland in 1987.
Well, this is Lost Boys.
Yeah.
So wait, did you say Starship Troopers was on their list as a guilty pleasure?
Yes.
Because that's definitely
I-
a guilty pleasure
that's
for
a-
me too. Yeah.
That's definitely a guilty pleasure movie.
I loved the book though. I'm a giant Heinlein fan, so that was part of it too.
See,
I didn't know you could read.
Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies as well.
I try.
Fantastic movie. Matter of fact, I own all of the Lost Boys.
See, and
There's
they,
multiple Lost Boys.
There's
they've
three.
got the top 3. I'm just going to say them because I don't agree with this. So they've got number 3 is Point Break. Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's
Gary
pretty
Busey,
good.
1991.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
don't think
that's
it's
pretty good.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
movie.
about
think
a
it's
guilty pleasure.
I think it's a known legendary movie. Yeah, you shouldn't have a guilty pleasure to be a movie that's like
Yeah.
critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
Same thing like this one. Bill Murray, Sigourney Weaver, Dan Aykroyd. 1984.
Oh yeah, I agree with this though. Absolutely.
Ghostbusters?
Yes.
You
Why
think
not?
That's a guilty pleasure?
Of course it is.
I don't
Are
think
you
so.
going to turn the channel if Ghostbusters is
But
on?
it's a guilty pleasure.
No, I mean there's no shame
That's
in
just a
Ghostbusters.
great, yeah, there's
though.
no
That's
shame
why it
in
doesn't
watching
belong.
it. It's a fantastic
Yeah.
movie.
It's-
Anybody can enjoy it. And number 1, I just think the first one was a good movie. Jeff Goldblum, Vivica A. Fox, Will Smith. in
Aliens.
1996.
Blowing up buildings.
Independence Day?
Yeah.
That's one
That's
of
number 1.
That's actually one of my guilty pleasures. I'm not going to lie. That's one of my I can watch
I don't
that.
think you'd be ashamed though. I don't think it's a guilty pleasure. I think it's just a
not,
pleasure.
I guess not guilty pleasure,
Yeah.
but
no, give me a
like,
guilty pleasure. What are you guys' guilty pleasures?
I'm not. I'm going to say that on air.
Like
okay,
when-
I'll give it to you.
Fred Savage,
F
Little
it.
Monsters.
No. I'm gonna I'm
Great
gonna take it back. All right.
Little Monsters, such a good movie, but I wouldn't. Just
I'm
throw
gonna
that out
name
there.
it. I'm gonna name a chick flick, and I don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
What do you think
okay.
of that?
Holla. Perfect.
Except I just lost it. Give me 2 seconds. Go for yours.
For me, easily a guilty pleasure
You can name actors and stuff.
movie for me is AI.
Oh,
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That hits really close to home for me. I absolutely love that movie.
Similarly for me, iRobot. Like the action scenes
Oh.
discredit the whole movie. They're so bad and unrealistic. like frustratingly unrealistic. Like you can't just grab stuff and pull yourself up as you're falling. Like
Ryan
as
Katz, what's up,
falling
buddy?
debris and
BK.
just ridiculous action scenes that just ruin them. And it cut out tons of what's good about the story, but I still like it.
And
Okay.
I will also say this one. Robot Jocks.
Never seen that.
Never seen Robot Jocks?
Uh-uh.
Pop that bad boy up. Guilty pleasure. Freaking love that movie.
Okay.
What was yours? And
Oh.
Sweet Home Alabama
Aren't you
with
from
Reese
the-
Witherspoon.
Oh, with Dexter
she's-
still says Lost Boys. That's his favorite.
Super hot.
Hell Comes to
Fly.
Frogtown. The Fly. Goldblum. Yeah, that's pretty good. And Better Off Dead.
Hell Comes
Great
to
movies.
Frogtown. I've never heard
Yeah,
of.
me neither. It sounds like Attack of Killer Tomato-ish. But doesn't that look cool, dude? Doesn't that look like a cool movie?
Oh yeah, the Jocks. Yeah, it's JOX. That's what's
Yeah, Robot Jocks.
horrible marketing. I mean, do they do sports?
Hey, I'm a neighbor. In Robot Jocks?
Yeah.
So basically the way it's done now, instead of wars, countries like Russia and America, if they have a disagreement, they fight in this arena with robots.
Wow, that's got everything going for it.
It's amazing.
I love that.
I would love to see them remake that movie. I kind of like Guilty Pleasure Pacific Rim. Okay, I could say that too.
Right on.
But
also kind of critically acclaimed.
Right. But I did like it, and I liked it because I liked seeing the giant robots fight. I thought it was pretty cool.
What about Real
It stars Rowdy
so-
Roddy Piper and it rules. That's awesome. Is that the one where he's like, I came to, what was it? I came
thinking
to
of Real
chew
Steel.
bubblegum and kick ass and I'm all out of gum.
That's Real Steel.
Oh, is that Real Steel? No. I'm talking about Rowdy Roddy Piper. He says that.
We're talking about Hell
I thought-
Comes to Frogtown, right?
Also, any Bruce Campbell movie. If you haven't seen My Name is Bruce, and you haven't seen Bubba Hotep, absolute must-sees.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing
Absolute
about that one.
must-sees.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and pay some bills really quick. After we're done paying the bills, we're going to get into histories and mysteries. We're going to find out what's happened in this week through history. It's going to be amazing.
Happy 5th birthday, Radio Vegas Rocks. This is Ann Kerfoot. I am in the drive-through line at New Woo Cannabis Store right now. And I just thought I would call in and tell you guys happy 5th and that you're a bunch of cunts.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for 1 or 2.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rock and Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Big or small, they do them all. It's Motor Mission, family-owned and operated machine and radiator shop. At Motor Mission, they offer complete radiator rod and repairing, rebuilding, replacements, and manufacturing all in-house. They also provide complete machine shop services including engine rebuilding, valve jobs, surfacing, milling, boring, honing, balancing, thermal cleaning, blasting, hot tanking, broken bolt removal, antique restoration, and much more. If you need a custom radiator with electric fans and a fan shroud built for your custom project, they can do that too. Motor Mission works on anything foreign and domestic for autos, industrials, RVs, heavy equipment, power sports, antiques, marine, racing, street rods, hot rods, stationary gen sets or power units, and large mining equipment. Motor Mission is at 5435 Desert Point Drive. Call 702-649-2366 or visit motormission.com.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
All right, welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank. We are going to move forward with History's Mysteries.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. History's Mysteries.
And
Like
while we
that
do
20
this,
bucks you say I owe you.
we're going to enjoy, thanks to Bud Light for providing us with Bud Light lemonade.
Oh,
So we were going to
Tasty.
try that, and our friend Jeff DeField has brought us another gift. He gave us the freeze-dried durian, which was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
He has another one that we are going to put in our mouths.
This is fantastic.
Limited
Krispy Kreme
edition
donuts.
Mini Krispy Kreme mini crullers,
Oh, nice.
and they are lemon flavored. We're gonna give these a go.
It's so weird that it's donut day because I brought Mexican donuts, also known as pan dulce, sweetbread.
Oh, that's a Mexican donut.
Yeah, I wanted a couple
Like
of
from
them
Mexico, or?
from the Mexican grocery store, because I had a craving for them, and I didn't want to bug someone to pull them out, tong them out of the thing, because you used to be able to just grab them out of the thing,
Ground control.
and you
to
can't.
Major
So
Tom.
it's just like I'll just grab an armload of them.
All right, let's
So
give
we're
us a
gonna
whirl and go ahead.
We're gonna
Get
mini
started.
donut it. Don't
It's
Oh,
actually
very
not
lemon.
bad.
Yeah.
don't smack it. I see you both.
History's mysteries.
almost. Okay.
Way back from this week. 1837. The U.S. Mint opened in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mint.
Yeah, I love mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 7 years later, in 1844, a fire destroyed the U.S. Mint in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Gotta watch out for them
Throwing it
fires. Fires and mint don't mix.
That's right. 1940. You
Jeff,
know,
those are good, buddy.
I was going to say, Jeff, if that was supposed to
Get
be
more
bad,
of those. Yeah.
that ain't bad.
Yeah, that was just a good. It was mostly glaze,
Yeah,
which is all right.
yeah. He can come out with some pretty
I'm not
nasty
gonna
stuff
lie.
though. That's good.
I'm not a big beer drinker, so this is borderline awful and borderline tasty. It's
Both at
really
the same
weird. I'm
time.
very
So,
conflicted right now.
Is it like a? It's Bud Light lemonade. Is it like lemonade
actual-
in beer, or is
yes.
it like a? Okay, I thought it was a lemonade, hard lemonade at first.
Nope, it is straight up. It is straight up beer and lemonade.
That sounds way better than like malt liquor and lemonade, though. Like some hard lemonades.
I have to agree. Probably less heartburny.
Ugh.
He said he just felt bad from last time.
I agree.
Redemption.
1940. Bugs Bunny, a Warner Brothers cartoon character created by Tex Avery and Bob Givens, first debuts in Wild Hare.
Oh, it's Bugs Bunny anniversary
Hey.
day.
And in 1900, the hamburger was created by Louis Lassing in Connecticut. It would only take 55 more years for McDonald's to cash in.
Woo! 1900 was when the first hamburger. I thought it was
1900.
invented by Dr. Neil Hamburger, and that's why it's called the hamburger. 'Cause
No.
It's named after him.
No,
Yeah, I thought it was from Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, and yeah, Dr. Neil Hamburger from Hamburg, Germany.
obviously
And
your
he invented it.
your
And
your
whoever that guy
information is obviously wrong. 1943, U.S. President FDR announced the end of coffee rationing in the U.S. Americans weren't strangers to rationings. Americans on the home front had to ration rubber, gasoline, cheese, and even clothing at the end of 1942.
But now you could get your Starbucks,
Now you can get your Starbucks, baby.
which was invented by Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1942. 3, actually. People don't
Yes.
know that. It's been around a long time.
Oh, let's see if
Hi,
you,
Ma.
let's see if you know about this one. 1230. The contract of San Vengaza was signed by its town people and upheld by Mephisto.
Say that all over again?
The contract of San Vengaza was signed by its town people and upheld by Mephisto.
When?
Where?
When?
Apparently, this day in history,
1230.
12:30.
In 1230?
I just made that part.
Like
up.
just after noon?
Or do you mean like, are you talking about like 1230 AD, 1230 BC? What are you talking about?
I just
1230.
threw a number in. I wanted to see what you would say about it.
Hours ago? 1230 hours ago,
About
of course.
what say about what? I need to know the time, otherwise I don't know the reference.
This guy in Latin America?
So this is a Marvel thing. Take out the 1230
So say it from the
contract of San Vengaza
Uh-huh.
was signed by its town people and upheld by Mephisto.
Ah, it's Mephisto.
Does this have to do with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
Kind of.
Ah!
Kind of. It's Marvel. Mephisto is he's like the leader of hell.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
And the holder of the contract.
And the holder of the contract.
Marvel, you've gone too far with this leader of hell.
He's something like that. Yeah.
It's like Hellboy, but like his dad.
It's Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With
Sold.
Ghost Rider with
Greenlit.
Nicolas Cage.
with Nick Cage.
Guilty pleasure movie.
Guilty pleasure. I apologize.
I think any Nick Cage movie is really kind of like a guilty pleasure movie.
You know
Yes, agreed.
what? Like half and half. I mean, you got movies like Snake Eyes, Face Off, The Rock. I mean, he does amazing
Rock's
movies.
Great. Face Off is great.
And then he turns
But still
around
guilty
and
pleasure
does
movies.
absolutely terrible,
he did
movies.
the Groots, right? No, Groons, the Groogs,
I don't know.
the Grottons.
I just thought of
The
a whole
Greens.
lane
Damn
of
it.
guilty pleasure movies.
Okay.
Sound of Music, Fiddler on the Roof, like some of those Mary Poppins.
Or the remake, Diddler on the Roof.
Yeah.
Can't do
Yeah.
that one.
Early color musicals, all about them.
You got all about them.
Yeah, actually, a guilty pleasure.
Song of the South, baby. All right.
2015, Microsoft launched Windows 10. The absolute worst program ever.
Windows 10?
Vista was awful.
Yeah, it was like Windows 10 was a fucking revelation compared
Compared to Vista.
Vista
And
or
ME.
ME. Yeah,
Oh,
you
God.
were around. Do you
Dude,
notice
ME
it was like every
awful.
other operating system was
Jesus.
awful from them?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Windows 10 was.
It was like Bill Gates was
great.
just fucking with you.
Yeah, Windows 8 sucked.
Oh, and 8 was
So remember,
awful. But
Vista
7 was
Vista
great.
was awful. 7 was awesome. 8 was a nightmare,
Yep.
and 10 was everything that was improved with 8
Yeah.
fixed back to 7.
Yes,
It was like
7's
7's interface, but 8's improvements.
Ooh, Rocky Horror. I think that can be a guilty pleasure, but another fantastic movie. I think that goes into anything that Bill Curry, Tim Curry does. He also is just a fantastic.
Yeah, we have a poster on the wall of
actor.
Tim Curry right here. I think you can just see his legs on the camera.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Her legs in that shot.
1951.
Our 1951.
Walt Disney released an animated musical film, Alice in Wonderland.
Whoop whoop.
Personally, one of my favorite Disney movies.
Yeah, I like everything else in Wonderland. That's guilty pleasure time for sure. I mentioned Depp and the
Did
MDMA.
you like
yeah.
that one? I hate it.
You have to see it in the right context.
I like all of the Alice, like the.
Ooh, True Lies. That is a good guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah, you want the Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland to watch you. You want to be in a situation where you're threatened
And
by it.
I'm gonna go a step further. I think you could also put a lot of Schwarzenegger movies into that guilty pleasure role.
Or Jesus
Mr.
Christ Superstar.
What was the
Oh, that's another musical.
Kindergarten Cop?
Not that. I said
was
Jesus Christ Superstar, and you said that's a different. No, she likes that movie. I can't remember the name that you're talking. movie you're talking.
Total Recall.
Total
Kindergarten
Recall
Cop.
is amazing. Okay, so you're right about
Twins?
the Schwarzenegger.
Twins.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good of a movie.
I like Twins too. Maybe it was the age I was. I don't know if it hold up.
Arnold
Yeah.
only did a
And
couple
Danny
good
DeVito was
movies.
They were so funny as a
They
kid.
were Terminator. That was it.
What?
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Predator.
Predator was pretty badass.
Freaking amazing movie.
Pretty badass.
Conan
Okay, I'll give you Conan.
O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
I love Arnold though. I didn't even think of
Commando.
the guilt.
Yes. See.
I don't know. 1863.
Larry, what up, buddy?
U.S. President Abraham Lincoln and vampire killer issued an eye for an eye order to shoot a rebel prisoner for every black prisoner shot.
He meant business.
He meant business. He wasn't effing around.
He was like, I don't need no shot prisoners like I need a hole in the head.
That's right.
Killing Gunther, a fantastic movie, Jeff. Very underrated.
I don't even know anything about it. It's like Gilbert Grape to me. I don't know.
He plays like it's assassins trying to assassinate another assassin. It's fantastic.
Oh, so Bruce Willis is in it.
No, but it's great. We'll have to watch that. It's a really good movie. Very underrated.
1945.
Yep.
After delivering the atomic bomb across the Pacific, the cruiser USS...
I wonder what the postage was on that.
Expensive. Do you know how much it costs to run a U.S. naval ship a day?
I mean, like, what do you mean by run it?
Like
to make it do laps type? Hey, you go run!
To feed the
Keep the lights on.
personnel,
Yeah.
to keep the lights on, to keep gas in the G ride.
How much it would cost?
Yes.
In like American dollars? Or are we
Yes,
talking
US
like
dollars.
rupees? Are we talking lira? I mean,
I
there's a
have
lot
no
of different types
concept.
of
A
currency.
million.
You hit it on the head.
Really? Oh yeah.
$1
Because
million
$1 million is like nothing when
A day?
a day per ship.
Because
Per
people
ship?
forget how much a
That
trillion
couldn't be
is.
true. Because ships are all different sizes. Do you mean like aircraft carriers?
I'm talking
It's probably
about.
an average.
I'm talking on average.
Wow.
It takes about $1 million a day to feed and keep the crew fed and everything up in order and maintained, and to keep the
There's got to be a way to
propellers
cut
moving.
costs. You don't got to feed them that often, right?
Well, we have a $3 trillion military budget, so it's
Right.
like, why?
And you know what else I would do is I would give everybody just giant paddles and just turn the engine off in the afternoon and just make them row like the Vikings.
Well, here's what happened. After delivering the atomic bomb across the Pacific, the cruiser USS Indianapolis was torpedoed and sunk by Japanese submarine. 880 of the crew died, many of them attacked by sharks.
Wow.
The inspiration for the movie Jaws.
Really?
Give them a fishing pole. Hell yeah. In the ocean. Muzzle eat.
Yep, true
Wow,
story.
so that's how they came up with Jaws.
that's the
Did you ever see
inspiration for
the
Jaws.
deep blue
No.
deep blue ocean, deep blue waters? What was that
Once
movie?
you've seen one shark movie, I kind of feel like you've seen them
What was the
all.
name of that movie?
I don't know.
Tube
I don't
steak.
really believe in
Is-
sharks.
isn't that-
Tube steak. Yes.
Isn't that the one where they go like a mile under the ocean and then the
Yeah, yeah,
shark
yeah.
hits them
And,
or whatever?
I want to say Samuel L. Jackson's in that movie.
Sharks are fake anyway. It's just to keep people afraid of the ocean.
Yeah, which I'm glad. Stay out of the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah. Stop
for
peeing.
good reason.
Stop peeing in the ocean. You're making it taste salty. 1975, U.S. Teamsters president Jimmy Hoffa disappeared in suburban Detroit. He was legally declared dead. 1982.
1982 is when they legally declared
Seven-
Jimmy Hoffa a dead.
7 years later,
Wow, it took him a long time to figure that
everybody knows he's out here in Vegas.
shit out. The Hofster?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's in the pipes.
He changed his name. He changed his name from Jimmy Hoffa to David Hasselhoff. That's where the...
That's what you heard?
Yeah.
I've heard
cool.
from a couple
Rumor has it.
people from like old mob lines that
Oh, Robert Shaw's character was on that ship. How much?
like Jimmy Hoffa's guts are just lining some bathtub pipe somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this one's painful, and I may get a little slack for this, and it's okay. 1991, heavy metal band Metallica released their first, not their first, that was ridiculous, their single, Enter Sandman. And unfortunately, I'm going to throw this in here. Nothing has been remotely close to anything that the Black Album ever has come out with. No,
You mean that Metallica's made?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree with you. I don't
Yeah,
think...
I agree too.
I think that was... I mean, everybody... But this is the thing. You can't be mad at them. Everyone's going to have that pinnacle moment, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, like they own the stage. Like they're like
They didn't own the stage.
If
they had to
you-
rent them out everywhere they went, just like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't think they ever owned their stage.
Yeah.
We should look into this.
We should. I think a lot of
It's the
investigation.
most boring thing we can look up. Like, did Metallica own their stage or did they rent it?
They rented it. Idiots.
That band really rents the stage, you guys.
Dummies.
They got up there, they rented that
They
stage.
rented that shit. They got. They're like errands, rent to own.
But I'll be honest with you.
Reference.
Like Metallica is like no more. Like
Metallica still makes stuff.
like
It's
they've been replaced by like Volbeat.
Metallica.
Volbeat
yeah,
is
Volbeat is kind of like
is,
the weird
is
hillbilly
the
Metallica.
new sound of heavy metal, and they have replaced and sat Metallica in retirement.
I would think like Avenged Sevenfold would be more of like the new face of metal. I just don't think
It's like
Volbeat's hard enough.
classic new
personally.
face. That's like an OG band of the new sound.
Yeah.
Avenged. That's a good example of like not a new band, but one that ushered in like a current sound.
Whole kind
Yeah.
of type sound. And you know what? I'll
You
be
know, I
honest,
like
I'm not
a
a big fan of them, but
Oh really? I
No.
I like them. I like
I
them a lot.
respect them. Yeah.
A7X baby.
Seen the Five Finger Death Punch. I mean,
Oh,
sure,
I love
all right,
Five
but
Finger.
None
Not
of
for-
them
I'm
is
sure-
Bush.
That's right. None of them.
You know
are.
what? Check this out. Listen, I love YouTube. All right, so I'm on YouTube
YouTube?
all the time.
You two
and-
still don't know what you're looking for, you two?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me those B's. Don't neglect those consonants.
Listen, I'm from Missouri, so not all of not all of my letters.
Oh my
come
gosh.
out.
The oil company's listening in. BP, Brian Pfeiffer. What's up, boy?
What's up? I don't even know what I was going to say. All right, Spanish gold and silver fleet disappear off present-day Vero Beach, Florida. 11 of the 12 ships were lost to a hurricane, some artifacts are said to still wash up on beaches to this day.
You know what they say caused it?
Yes, the hurricane.
Scorpions.
There were scorpions in the ocean?
No, they just came up with songs that hit me like a hurricane, you know?
Oh.
And they were like, okay. And
Yeah, those scorpions.
So it's like
Yeah.
having a rat problem.
time traveled. And then, yeah. I'm going to turn this into a whole movie.
Oh, man. 2018. The official Malaysian investigation to the disappearance of the Flight 370. All evidence points
Where'd it go?
to incontrovertible conclusion that the plane was under manual control and deliberately flown out into the Indian Ocean.
Whoops.
Apparently, while reading up on this, the pilot was lonely and sad, and apparently had done these flight maneuvers before, which were absolutely, completely out of place and out of character for a pilot to do. We're
So
talking
he's-
about deep.
It wasn't the first time he did weird stuff.
Deep dives, right?
Oh.
And apparently he was the solo
So-
captain. There was no
Okay.
there
No
was
co-pilot?
there was no co-pilot.
What?
And he
Bro,
was.
we're talking about Malaysia, bro. Anything goes there.
Oh,
But apparently he was a depressed pilot or whatever.
The plane had snakes.
jeez. So they never
For
found
duff-
missile debris then.
Oh,
What-
they found all kinds of
What
debris.
song do you think he was listening to when it went down? I want to know what love is.
Wait, about the missile debris thing,
Want you to show me.
because there's a rumor about that plane accidentally getting shot down.
No. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
another plane that
I heard
actually
about
did
that.
get
That's
shot
also a
down.
Malaysia one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one in
That's
Iran.
that's
Man, it sucks to fly from Malaysia.
yeah.
Excuse me, got that COVID.
Yeah, that
okay.
missile story is insane. Google that.
1970.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Black Tot Day, the last day of the officially sanctioned rum ration in the Royal Navy, started since 1740.
Wow, it finally ended?
They ended it.
1970.
No more rum. But you know they still serve beer, from my understanding. At least when I was in the military, they had beer
Do they
rations.
serve alcohol like in the actual like ships, on the ships?
Not in the
Like, can you
U.S.
go up and be like,
but
"Hey."
you are rationed a beer, in allegedly in like the Royal or Canadian Navy.
Really, but on the
Australia,
American ships,
too.
you can't
Nope.
go up, get your food, and be like, "Hey, beer me."
Nope.
You can't in
It's not gonna
Australia for
happen.
sure.
What
I heard-
about? Could you even be
Not
like,
gonna happen.
"O'Doul's me"?
Nope.
Damn,
Because it's still got alcohol content.
damn, that's hard.
Dope, right?
How are you supposed to kill? How are you supposed to kill them edges?
I don't know how you kill anything sober.
Now, I looked
true.
into the future for this one. All right.
Okay.
2061. It's predicted that the 31st passage of Halley's Comet will go by Earth.
When is that?
2061.
Is it when the 31st passage of
The
Halley's
31st passage of Halley's Comet. I want you to pay attention. And remember,
Comet? Courtney, what
in
up, buddy?
this week, in 2061, the 31st
no
Halley's
Class
Comet.
6 store at sea. So is that again? So Halley's Comet. What about it?
So just remember, in this week,
Yeah.
in 2061, Halley's Comet.
You know what bothers me the most about that? Like it's so long and nobody else can claim it.
Yeah.
Fucking Haley has it like on trademarked or lockdown. Like it
Yeah.
can't come by once and I can't be like, hey, that's Mike's Comet.
It's been so long and no one can rename it.
I know it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's almost unfair. I think a
That's,
petition needs to start so that we can rename it every time it comes by.
that's very
Like a
democratic.
hurricane.
Yeah.
That's very democratic.
Like a
of you.
hurricane. Yeah. Yeah, if we can rename hurricanes, why can't we rename, you know?
2015.
Uh-oh.
And you already said his name. We lost WWE superstar wrestler Roddy Piper.
No!
He fell asleep in his California home
He did.
and never woke up.
He's going to wake up, though. He's going to wake up. I know it. I just feel it. Mike's Comet killed the dinosaurs? I hope so. I'd like to think that I did something,
Good?
notable.
I was gonna say,
No,
yeah,
like
good.
good?
Got rid of them.
Like, what are you gonna like? I extincted
jerks.
the dinosaurs.
Well, it was obviously an accident. I was aiming for, like, the clouds. I
Guys,
just wanted to hit the clouds, but
I'm over dinosaurs. I'm over them.
Yeah,
Dinosaurs are over.
dude, they're like so many millions of years ago, bro.
Yeah, nothing's more passe than dinosaurs.
I don't know, though. I don't know.
All right, we were just talking about the movie Lost Boys. Did you know that it was released in this week back in 1987?
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's dope.
And did you know it was never lost?
No.
I know. I don't understand the name.
And also, a buddy of mine told me Flight of the Navigator was
Yeah.
released
I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
back in this week.
Flight of the Navigator was
I believe 1986.
Flight of the Navigator was one of my favorites as a kid.
Me too, so much.
There it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
why,
it is.
Why does that one picture of him look like he's been arrested for something?
Oh no!
Oh.
Has
That's
he been
a-
arrested
robbed
for
a
something?
bank.
He
That's a-
robbed a bank?
Flight of the
kid-
Navigator child actor charged after robbing bank in a wig.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
That does not
2016.
look like him at all. Well, folks, that's what methamphetamine will do.
Breaking news exclusive.
Breaking
Here
4
on
years ago news.
Two clueless dudes from 4 years ago.
Oh, time makes fools of us all.
He tried to rob a bank in a wig and got busted.
Do you remember that little creature that's like all hair lip? I don't know.
Yes. He squished him and he...
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
It's like
about
looked like a cute ball sack.
Yeah, it looked with a hair lip.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to go home and watch Flight of the Navigator now.
And the little eyeball kind of looks like a weird, like early version of like a fleshlight.
Yeah, it's like a mix of a pug and a fleshlight.
Yeah. Man, I cannot believe that. This kid wound up robbing a bank as he got older. It's nuts what some of these kids wind up doing, man.
Well, LA's a hell of a place.
Oof. Man, you know what's funny is when I was younger, I thought acting would be cool, and
Yeah.
I actually, when I was in my 20s, I had a friend that knew an actor, and I'm a pretty funny guy, and this guy, his name was Jung. He was a
That's
VIP host.
subjective, but go
Right.
ahead.
He's a VIP host at the Palms, and we used to have sushi with him all the time, and he's always like, "Michael, you're so funny. I need to introduce you to my guy." So I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I think you'd be perfect, and he can get you into a movie like right away. It's gonna be awesome. You'd be great at it." I was like, "Okay, cool," and then he hit me up like a couple days later and was like, "Yeah, we got it all set. We're gonna eat at Ichiza. It's gonna be this day at this time." So in like a week, it was like a week away. The dude winds up getting himself killed.
Oh. You were almost the child actor,
Yeah.
if not
Well,
for a
I was
death.
like 26.
Right, so basically
25.
still a child actor. He would have passed for saving
Probably.
saving the bell. Saved
Yeah.
by the
all
bell.
5
A
feet
high
of
school
me.
actor.
Yeah. So he died in a car crash
That
as a passenger
sucks.
in a Porsche.
Oh, just like...
Yep.
Damn.
Got it. You can't
Paul
force
Walker.
it too
Paul
hard.
Walker.
I was supposed to meet Paul Walker, and the motherfucker kills himself.
Dang, it was that accident?
Yeah, it was that
oh my
accident.
gosh.
Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. Yeah, honest to God.
Gnarly.
I actually have a couple of friends that can back that up because they were at the original luncheon when.
Dude, you
John
could have
was
been with
talking about it.
Ludacris.
Yeah.
And
It had something to do with something shooting in Hawaii, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, could have been really cool, man. I don't know. Hey. But you
But-
know what? Hey, that's life.
Hey, but now you're...
Look at me now. Look how famous I
Yeah,
am.
you're with the Hank, baby.
I'm so famous now.
Oh, by the way,
what else
I
you
don't
got?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, good.
Let's put a bun on it.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and just pay some bills really quick. We got to get to our sponsors. Just kind of our way of being able to keep, RadioVegas.rocks afloat. You could download the app if you'd like, if you just want to listen in. Obviously, you're able to watch us on any of our Facebook Live, YouTube, twocluelessdudes.com. Also, we're on iTunes, right? Something like that?
Apple Podcasts and
Apple
Spotify
Podcasts.
is a great place to help us out with a
Yeah.
review.
Please, please, please. All right, good.
Ever notice how sometimes classic rock isn't classic? Classic is supposed to mean the artist has been around for a while and done a thing or two. Welcome to High Quality Rock, the undisputed best artists and songs in rock and roll history with no posers and no slog. Only the best of the best rock music with pedigree that didn't come out of a comic book. Great music 24/7, excellent programs all week and every weekend. It's basically the only rock music station you need, and it's at highqualityrock.com, now included with the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash. You put that on after you cleanse yourself and get a nice little fragrance down there, and it lasts all day, and it's absolutely really amazing.
Ooh, yes.
And it smells great, so there you go.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be coming.
Thank you, Ball Wash, and visit them
Ball.
online at ballwash.com and use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Man, I'm having
They
so
have
much fun.
they have
already popping these.
shampoos and they have soap and
I'm very
they have.
excited about this. I've always seen this. Like, I wonder how that works or what it smells like.
Well, you should open it and smell it, and you'll get even more
There you go.
excited.
Twist and pull.
He had
twist and pull.
he had no trouble at all over here.
Listen, all right, I don't grab things that are lubricated, all right? Give me a break, all right? It smells delicious. No, actually, you can smell it through the can. It actually does smell pretty
you do?
good.
You can?
Yeah, it says ocean air and solid cologne.
Ooh, mine is cedar and citrus for those woodsy smells.
I mean, it says ocean and air on mine. Does it say yours is cedar?
Cedar and citrus.
Okay, here, I'll trade you so you can smell mine. Well, I don't want you to smell it that way, but I mean,
Well, this is nice too.
yeah, see, and they actually make some really good smell. Dude, nut rub. Tonight, let's put it to the test.
Let's rub some nuts.
Let's rub the cedar and the ocean together. See if we can get a woody ocean.
Let's rub some nuts.
When you need the balls to smell as fresh as the day.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash. Use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Hey, it's RadioVegas.rocks. Check out Sin City Lovin' Podcast.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up. Don't look over here. I'm gonna pull up the.
I don't want to look over there.
No, but I
don't
want
see a
everyone
blue
to see
waffle.
your face.
Is it a blue vagina? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay,
That's
hold on.
disgusting.
I want you to see. I want everyone to watch your face because this is their first time.
Oh my
seeing
god,
this.
I'm so nervous. So nervous. I'm gonna hide my face.
Don't look yet.
Oh my
let me pull
gosh,
up the images.
so
Hold
gross.
on. It's so. Okay, you ready?
No.
Wait, let me get it. Let me
Dude,
zoom
am I gonna
in.
puke? I ate breakfast
You
this
might.
morning.
Hold on, it's pulling up.
I'm
Are
like,
you
"No."
ready?
I was like, no, I'm not giving BJ's.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not
Are you
ready.
ready?
I don't want to look.
You guys ready? You want to watch your face? Okay, gotta look. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I can't.
Do it.
Oh my god. Oh, that is disgusting.
Exactly. Tell me.
Oh, I'm seriously gonna throw up. Oh my god.
Tell me you don't show that in health class and people will stop having dirty sex.
That's Sin City Lovin' Podcast. Every other Wednesday, 9 a.m. on RadioVegas.rocks.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rocks.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Ricky Delary, sup player? Phil all cleaned
What
up,
up,
huh?
homie?
He does look like he may be shaved.
I did.
Kind of, sorta.
Trying to look pretty.
News me.
Trying to look pretty.
News
you.
me.
News you?
News me.
Get newsed.
All right.
We're gonna get in some news.
Folks, I'm going to news you.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. It's news, motherfucker.
Hit me.
A pub in outback Queensland has banned Kevin from the bar for
not
bad behavior.
Not Kevin.
Seems
Kev.
Kevin taught himself to climb the stairs of the Yaraka Hotel and Pub, which is the tiny township of Yaraka in the state's central west. He then began rummaging through bins, stealing food, and also pilfering patrons' car keys.
Damn raccoons.
These exploits and his poor toileting manners have become too much for the hotel. The pub has ramped up security, namely a rope across the entrance to keep Kevin and Carol at bay.
Are we talking about raccoons? We're talking about raccoons.
No, it's just a rope blocking them. Is this like a baby elephant?
Kevin and Carol are emus.
Oh.
Emus.
Yes.
It's like something with a rope.
They have been banned from this establishment for bad behavior, the sign reads.
I believe it. Emus have an attitude issue. They do.
I think that's kind of
It's like an ostrich
They got
almost.
attitude, yeah.
discriminatory. I think some emus are just fine.
Second, he learned
How
how
many
to-
emus have you met?
All right.
Bro,
Got him!
I've met a lot.
I married an emu.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Las Vegas Zoo?
Yes, I do. I do.
It closed down due to health code violations, but I used to.
Okay.
I used to. I worked for the zoo. I worked for the zoo when I was younger.
Really?
Yes.
Trippy.
I would go into the zoo at night, and I would shave and wax the legs of the emu. That's why they always look so smooth and so pink.
What was the thing is
That was because of me.
when I was there, it was really the sexy emu legs that I was most impressed with.
Right. I mean, it was a hard job. Somebody had to do it. They never paid me for it, which I don't understand why. But
Yeah. Well, I get it.
And then they got closed down for health code violations. I don't know what that's
It
all
was
about.
the neglect because no one was shaving anything.
Nobody was shaving anything. It's
What did you
ridiculous.
stop?
Well, we want to close down, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say if you stopped, I mean, you could have been the reason they closed.
And
down.
if I finished in time, I would start to work on the chickens.
In your heart, you
Oh,
never
that's
really
nice.
stop.
Yeah.
It never really.
it never really
It's
stops.
true. It's true. In the
I had to
in the
focus-
Mad Mike house, they have a zoo, bro.
Everything's so bald too.
It's so. That's none of your business.
So many bald pets at his house.
We're going to go all the way to Philadelphia. We're going from Australia to Philadelphia. A Philadelphia community is upset after a group of exotic dancers held a demonstration over the weekend in an open park.
Man, can
Man.
you believe that? The gall.
It happened at Malcolm X Park, located at 51st and Pine in West Philadelphia on Saturday. The dancers called the demonstration a stripper strike, aimed at improving working conditions in a gentleman's club.
All you got to do is take your clothes off and dance.
Hold on. You're looking for respectable working conditions for a job that you get no respect for. Like, you get paid to be not respectful.
I don't know. There's various levels.
Oh,
It
I don't
depends on how good
know.
the security is, right?
What do they want them to like spray sanitizer on their vajayjays? I mean,
Yes.
What exactly are they asking for?
I would do that. If somebody was in need of spraying of their vagina, I would do it. You know what I mean?
I know
It's
exactly
just
what you mean,
weird.
brother.
Huh.
Regardless of whether we said stripping, pole dancing in the park, all that's legal. We're not here to talk about moralities. We're here to talk about legalities. So they put on like a whole dance show, a stripper show in the park.
It's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
I ain't hate it.
They're not worried about getting like pollen in their anus or something.
You just watch how.
Well, I mean,
you,
they're probably got like a.
You don't want like anus butthole.
you
I mean,
don't get on the
pollen
plants.
butthole.
Dendrophiliac.
Well, you know they're wearing a thong, so I mean.
It depends. It doesn't say what type. I can tell you right now, they look like
Waz, would you ever wear a thong?
Around some plants. Plants are sexy.
Okay.
they look like they've
in a
been
tree.
around.
I
I'll wear a
would
thong if I'm in a tree.
I would wear a thong only if I could find an alligator one.
Bro,
Yeah.
I
And
want a
when
thong.
you pinch the head, it goes raw.
There ain't
It has
nothing.
a face on it.
Yeah. An alligator. Alligator thong extra large for the Hank.
Or you're just saying your urethra goes raw.
My penis will talk to
When
you.
people ask what it is, you say it's a crocodildo.
It's a crack-a-wiener. Well, there's some news out of Providence, Rhode
I
Island
thought
as
you
well.
say prophylactic.
Yeah, well, Rhode Island mistakenly sent more than
Roadhouse.
175 tax refund checks signed by Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse rather than the state treasurer and controller.
How do you make that
The Rhode
mistake?
Island Division of
Yeah.
Taxation uses the signatures on test files, which were mistakenly printed on real checks and sent out on Monday, a spokeswoman told WPRI-TV. No other signature lines were printed besides the two, said Jade whoever from Chief Staff of Rhode Island Department of Revenue, which includes the Taxation Division. Mickey Mouse is the cartoon character that was from the animator and producer Walt Disney's first big hit. The checks were tax refunds for corporate sales and tax credits, mostly to business, WJR-TV reported. The tax division has voided the checks and will issue new checks signed by the general treasurer and the state controller instead of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd be down to have like a refund check from Mickey
or Minnie?
Mouse.
If it really came from him.
It's true.
I mean, it came from Mickey Mouse. It came from Mickey
You
Mouse.
can just copy paste the signature and be like, it's really Mickey.
Man lose his leg
No.
while skydiving.
How in the hell did that happen? All you got to do is fall down.
A farmer returns it. Skydiving attracts people for all kinds of reasons. Adrenaline junkies are obviously into the stunt. But there are also people looking to live more boldly, to snap out of their stupor of their daily lives. Vermont resident Chris Mackerels went out for his first skydive jump last week in West Addison. Like most newbies, he opted for a tandem jump where you're basically luggage strapped to another person. The instructor's responsible for steering during free fall, pulling the parachute and landing everyone safely. Sometime during Mackerel's first jump, he lost his leg.
What do you
don't know
do?
how?
Fucking leave it?
His prosthetic leg, that is.
Oh, it's like, was the cord wrapped around it by mistake or something?
I was going to say, what happened?
Yeah, right?
So
It's
apparently,
like, oops, wrong strap.
he lost both legs below the knee to complications from diabetes. He wears prosthetics and didn't notice the one was missing until the instructor was ready to land the parachute after the dive. My adrenaline was so high and I was so excited I didn't realize I had lost it.
Damn leg.
Oh, man. We gotta remember where you put them shits.
Meanwhile, so unsure what to do, Macris put the word out on social media that he had lost his leg. It's no wonder that he asked for help. The prosthetic was just 2 months old and cost $20,000. Macris doubted his insurance companies would replace it. Without it, he had to use a wheelchair to get around, making it difficult to get to his weekly dialysis appointments. Bro, this guy he's on dialysis. He ain't got no legs.
That's why he'd be skydiving.
Yeah, that's why he's skydiving. He's like, I don't give a fuck if it opens.
Yeah, do it while you
Meanwhile, a soybean farmer named Joseph Marzalowski had a sneaking suspicion he knew where the leg may have landed.
I think I saw this. It looked like a boomerang.
I
That
immediately
explains.
knew something was peculiar. After seeing the post on social media, he walked the 110 acres of his land, scanning the ground. Later, Marzalowski likened the find to a needle in a haystack.
Wow.
But it didn't take long before he spotted it.
Oh.
God forbid the combine sucked it up, it would have destroyed it.
No doubt, titanium.
It would have destroyed his combine.
It would have. It would have absolutely.
Macris is just relieved to be reunited with his leg. He says it's a really humbling experience.
I wonder if he lost an inch.
Yeah. Well, he's somebody that I could completely understand having to take a knee for the national anthem.
Yeah, I
You know what I
understand.
mean? With that, but
You know what? It's funny you bring that up. I saw my friend Colin Kaepernick and Dr.
Hey.
Dre kneeling on Instagram.
on Instagram?
Yeah,
like on the app, like on their phone?
Yeah.
You could hurt your phone that way. I break it. I wouldn't. If you don't have insurance, don't do that.
When I'm on Instagram singing the national anthem.
Right? Oh, say, can you see?
You gotta use your throat.
Yeah.
In the barrel is fun. Okay. So that was fun. Okay, how about this?
All right.
How would you like to have a dick hand or a dick arm?
Yeah.
Dad, who lost his penis, becomes first man in the world to build a new one on his arm.
Got it.
Whoa, that's where you started, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, is that like where you grow it?
Somehow, this story is actually true. And in a way, I wish it wasn't. A father who lost his penis, he lost his penis to a blood infection, has now become the first man in the world to have a new one built on his arm.
No, stop it.
Has-
You're telling me he lost his wiener
Honest to goodness.
to a blood infection?
His name is Malcolm McDonald. He's 45 years old, and his new penis has had some surgical delays, so he's been forced to live with it on his arm for 4 years. And
Dang.
that's socialist medicine for you folks.
So it just grows on his arm and
Yep. So yeah, this takes place in England, by the way. Malcolm, who is a mechanic, is waiting for his 50,000 pound NHS funded appendage to transfer his new penis from his arm to where it belongs, between his legs. However, just like the rest of us, he can see the funny side of things. In an interview with The Sun, he said, "Of course it's mad, having a penis on your arm. Not even I am used to it. But when you think about it, it's actually amazing. That they could make me a new penis at all is incredible. But that they can build it on my arm is mind-blowing."
It's probably cleaner than trying to grow it in place, right?
I would think so. It looks like something out of a weird sci-fi comic.
Should make it easier to shave.
But it's my chance at a normal life. It's been the first step toward being able to go to the toilet and even being intimate with someone. Malcolm was left in shock when his long-term perineum infection spread to his fingers, toes, and penis. Hence, they all turned black. He was left completely gutted. When it fell off one horrid day in 2014. Though his balls remained intact. Good for him. So they actually have some pictures here. So experts take a vein from Malcolm's leg, it looks like his leg. They wrap skin grafted from his arm around it in a penis shape and then attach it to his arm.
Oh my gosh, it dangling off the side of
Yeah.
his arm. I have to put this on screen.
The constructed penis is then detached from the forearm, which is the stage that Malcolm has currently reached. Oh no.
By falling off.
Yeah. Then, number 3, the penis is then attached to the body with a urethra, kind of cut into it, allowing him to urinate. Number 4.
This other person had one implanted into their arm.
Whoa.
Like just later for, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't even know.
Well, I mean, that would make a threesome easier.
Yeah. It is fitted with a tube or penile implant so it can be inflated into an erection with a hand pump. This penile implant is made of saline reservoir which can be pumped in and out to make it erect and flaccid via a pump in the scrotum. So they take your gonads out and they put in a pump.
Yeah,
So
I
it
mean,
becomes like an Air Jordan pumps, like
Yeah.
your sneakers.
But like I would always be like concerned, like what happens if the release valve doesn't release and you just continue to pump, or you're asleep and your significant other is just like, I'm just gonna pump his wiener.
You
It
gotta
would've been
tread
really-
lightly.
It would have been really funny if it had used air,
Yeah.
and it went, and as you brought it down, right?
That's awesome.
Which site is that covering this?
This is the Sports on Tap.
Ah.
Dad who lost his penis. That's him right there.
I love that it's a dad.
Yep, that guy
Like
in
they
the
have
blue
to
shirt.
mention that. Yeah, I got the pictures of him, but the particular article you have has these diagrams.
Yeah, the diagrams are where it's at.
This diagram is the coolest thing. I want this as an album cover. That is just the most metal.
Oh, I feel so bad for the guy.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
To have a wiener on your arm.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse though, having a wiener have to grow on your arm, or having your wiener fall off in the first place.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Or in the second place.
Or in the second place, or any place.
Yeah.
I think that happened to Ricky once.
Like, what would happen if you got kicked in the arm? Would you automatically fall down to your knees?
Well, his balls are still there. Being kicked in the wiener is not as bad as getting kicked in the nuts.
I think about that every day.
I mean, yeah.
I just wonder if you wash your hands, do you have to shake it afterwards?
Definitely. Definitely.
I don't. Just out of curiosity, just wondering.
I think you have to. I think you have to.
Okay, how about this one? Ogden, Utah. A man is facing a felony distribution charge.
Oh no.
After police say he was spotted printing pornography at a Walmart photo center.
That's like old school can't do that.
According to the probable cause statement on May 28th, witnesses complained to Walmart loss prevention saying a man, later identified as 22-year-old John Hughes, was printing off pornographic images at the Walmart photo center on 20th Street and Wall Avenue. Those who complained said the images appeared to show underage females, something Hughes denies. Police used surveillance video to identify Hughes because he had notable tattoos. Hughes was arrested Sunday, July 19th. That's when police say Hughes admitted to printing the pornography so he could, and I quote, send it to the homies who were locked up. His heart was in the right place, dog.
Anybody that's ever been locked up knows you can't have pornographic stuff.
He claims that the images were not of underage females. However, he was on probation for other crimes at the time of his arrest.
Of course he was.
Wow.
That seems like, why is that an arrest though? That's a slap on the hand thing. It's like, move along.
You just don't print porno, dude. I mean, I guess if they actually were underage, then you definitely have a problem on your hand.
But if they're not, this is an arrest. This is a kick out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're already sixth.
Yeah.
Don't jails have their own like Kinkos?
It's what you know. It's what you do at the library, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send them health books.
Or a Bible.
Yeah.
Everybody finds
you can
Jesus.
print stuff at the library. No one's looking at what you're printing.
Yep. There's only two places to find Jesus: the Bible and Home Depot. Okay. I'm going to hell for that.
That's fucked up.
So this is what I wish would happen in our own House of Representatives. I think it would be so awesome, and I think it would be a lot of fun, and I just think it would be great. Punches and water balloons were thrown in a Taiwanese parliament melee.
Yes.
Taiwanese politicians threw punches and water balloons inside the legislature.
Where do you get water balloons at a legislature
Right?
meeting?
Somebody came prepared. The third parliamentary brawl. It was the third parliamentary brawl in a fortnight.
Wait, is this Taiwan?
Yes, Taiwan. Over the nomination of the head of the top government watchdog. So basically there was the opposition, and then there were the majority, and the majority pushed themselves through, got the nomination. The minority were super pissed because they didn't feel like it was a fair thing, and so this is the third time. They keep saying it's an invalid vote. And they're calling it a rejection to cronyism. Withdraw the nomination.
Did it work?
The KMT politicians later threw water balloons at the speaker's podium, forcing their DPP colleagues to don plastic raincoats and hold up cardboard shields. Taiwan is a boisterous, sometimes unruly democracy. Punch throwing and rowdy protests are not uncommon. Let's see here. Oh, a large
there's a video.
DPP has a large parliamentary majority and has been angered by the targeting of Miss Chen, who was jailed in 1980 for helping lead a pro-democracy demonstration against then KMT government when Taiwan was a dictatorship. So I mean, these people are going to jail. They're fighting, punching,
Have you
water
seen
balloons,
the
yelling.
Taiwanese
people
when
are
when they're in parliament or whatever? They get so mad, and like one guy takes off his shoe and just starts beating the hell out of somebody else
with the shoe.
With the shoe, just beat the shit,
Whoa.
just knocking the hell out of them.
Jeez. That's a caucus.
Politics.
That's caucusing right there.
Yeah, that's politics, baby.
All right, let's go ahead and pay some ducats, and we will be right back. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about some TV shows.
And we'll do a little Red Revenge.
Listen up. The soap you shower with, you probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap.
To subscribe to Dr. Squatch, visit RadioVegas.rocks and click on the banner.
Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper. Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men.
Hi, I'm always on the go, and I need the one thing to help me keep moving.
Zip Fizz.
That's right. It's an all-natural energy mix that comes in a tube. I can keep one in my pocket or my purse. So many great flavors such as fruit punch, grape, orange soda, plus no hard crash because there is no sugar, but it is loaded with B12. It's high on electrolytes. I just love it.
Zipfizz.com. Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
All right, let's go ahead and get to that. Let's get to that Reddit.
Reddit revenge.
Let's
Here
make
we
it happen.
go.
And now,
All right. So for this week's story on Reddit Revenge, I'm calling it Hands Off My Sandwich.
Nice.
This happened a while back. Study hall. 8th grade, actually. I always brought 2 small sandwiches to school so I could have one at lunch and one in study hall since our teacher let us eat in class.
Oh, I love eating in class.
Yeah, dope, right? One day, as I was about to eat my sandwich, I get up to use the bathroom. As I walk back in the classroom, I see the kid in front of me eating my sandwich. I was pretty annoyed, but nothing serious at this point, so I confront him politely, and he denies it completely. I left my sandwich on my desk the next day just to make for sure it was him. And what do you know? It is. So on the 3rd day, I hatched a plan. I put habanero cheese on my sandwich.
Nice.
And then doused it all in ghost pepper sauce.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That shit was everywhere. But luckily, didn't smell spicy. I get to study hall, and my plan works flawlessly. I leave my trapped sandwich on my desk and get to use the restroom. This time, I take as long as I can and end up wandering the halls at the school. I did this because my study hall teacher was anal about the hall pass. Only one person was allowed to leave the class at a time, even for water. After about 10
Clever.
minutes, I came
Clever
back
boy.
into the class to be greeted by the sandwich thief crying hysterically with a bright red face, waiting for that hall pass. He was in the he was in the bathroom for the rest of study hall. Fuck
That's
with his
fantastic.
sandwich.
See, that's what you got to do.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you don't got to argue. You ain't got to yell. You ain't got to fight. You just got to get even.
Just give him a sandwich.
Krista, this peach thing is so good.
Yes. So my beautiful wife, she made upside down peach cake. And it is fantastic. And she used her Pampered Chef technology.
Yes.
So if you don't
Well,
know,
you guys are actually
It's
getting
really
ready
balanced.
to host.
my wife
It's not
is doing
like
a
too
little
sweet
Pampered
or
Chef
too
party
not
right
sweet.
now. Right.
It's really balanced.
It's absolutely perfect. That's coming from Roz.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like it's eating like a meal. It's just like I'm so snobby about such a thing, and this is too perfect.
It's meeting like an eel.
Meeting like an eel.
So we have the you finally have had an opportunity to finish Lucifer.
Yes, I finished Lucifer.
All right, so tell me, what'd you think by the end? You've seen the whole thing now. in its
I've
conclusion.
seen the whole thing. I'm very, very excited for the next season. I know it comes up. This coming up next month,
Yep.
August.
Today, frick. But continue.
So, me personally, I'll try not to give out any teasers or anything, just in case you haven't watched it and you're interested. But just a little bit. The devil's a good guy. The devil's good.
Yeah.
And the devil
great
helps in solving crimes.
The devil may care.
He helps solve crimes.
The
does.
devil solves crimes, and when it's necessary, the devil punishes. He's not evil and sinister like people believe.
Just contrarian.
I have not seen the season 5 trailer.
I have not either.
Yeah,
Is
I've
that
been
Duff?
waiting. Yeah, the Duster wants to know.
What'd he say?
What up, Jessica? He said, "Have you seen the season 5 trailer?"
Okay.
You yak ass.
We'll be watching that before we see you Sunday.
He's not gonna watch
Guaranteed. I'll watch it. But it was fantastic. Fantastical. If you remember us talking about Stranger Things and how much I enjoyed Stranger Things, I would put Lucifer above Stranger Things.
And also coming out, I loved Lucifer. First of all, Lucifer was fantastic. What a great show! Every season is just great.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
I'm glad that and it's going to be released in 2 parts. They're doing 8 episodes. They'll wait a few months and they'll release 8 more. So I'm fine with that. Also being released today was the new season of The Umbrella Academy.
Huh.
And I'm here to tell you, it's a superhero type thing.
That's very
written
cool.
by Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. This is his comic book that they've adapted.
Oh.
It is fantastic. It's dark.
It is. It's great.
Deep. It's very intelligent. I really, really like it.
I'm just to the episode where I learned how Luther gets as big as he is.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So
You're getting
I
there.
watched it. I watched an episode last night.
Yeah.
So
Good. Yeah, it's a great.
fantastic show. Fantastic show. Not Lucifer, but it's good.
I like it just as much, but for different reasons.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? There's just different vibes of shows, and it depends on the vibe you are in. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could have a 100% show, and they could be completely different. You know what I mean? Like, you could say, Lucifer's a 100% show, and then Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a 100% show, but they're very different.
Oh yeah, different moods, different.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, definitely.
For different vibes.
He started Umbrella Academy right before we came on. You talking about the first season or the second season? Mr.
I'm on the
Duster?
first season. Well,
Yeah, we're
obviously.
on obviously, yeah. So that's I'm really excited to see.
Sometimes you regret opening your mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes. I also had the opportunity. Oh right, we have to watch Winona Earp. I'm being told Winona Earp is the show to watch. I actually think it's on. Is it on Hulu or is it on Amazon Prime? And he started the second. I also had the opportunity today to watch some of the new Muppets Now.
Okay.
Which was released on Disney Plus. They released the first episode. Kermit absolutely does not sound like Kermit. Like not even
man.
Really?
Not even like kind of close.
That's a bummer when there's so many people that can do that
It's
voice
really
dead
bad.
on.
Yeah.
And they turned it into like a little kid like educational program.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't.
It's nothing
funny.
like what we grew up with.
Well, the thing is,
No.
what we grew up with, it's like there's a kid lens.
sci-fi, okay.
And it was like kid TV. So kind of like Star Wars is more disappointing when you're older because it was more magical when you're a kid. And
Sure.
the new ones are made for kids just as much. But I mean, it seems like when you watch the old Muppets, there's like adult humor in them too.
There is.
Yeah.
When they released the Muppets, the Office style. I don't know if you saw
Oh,
that
no, I haven't
on
seen that, no.
ABC. It was like a nighttime show, and
it was like a
very,
single camera sitcom.
Yeah, it was a very adult show. Like they talked about the relationships between Kermit and Miss Piggy, and they had
Shit, everybody
they had
knows what
broken
happens
up.
there.
Yeah, they broke up, and but they were still love each other type deal.
Of course. Miss
Gonzo was in a relationship with Camilla, the chicken, and
Yeah.
and soccer moms went absolutely apeshit on it, and
Because
got it
of the
canceled.
bestiality.
Oh, lame.
Yeah,
Interesting.
In a world where everything is an
completely canceled.
animal,
and it
it's
was
like
it was such a funny show. It really was really funny, and they canceled the damn thing.
Interesting.
And I know the guy who played Kermit, he got fired for playing Kermit. I don't remember what the dispute was, but the guy, whoever they've got doing Kermit now, sounds absolutely nothing like him. It was very disappointing.
which is crazy because there's been lots of people that have played Kermit since Jim Henson that sounded just like him.
I was gonna say, if you want to talk Jim Henson, how about Fraggle Rock? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I love Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Raggle Rock.
Oh yeah,
Yep, and the Diggers, right?
good stuff.
Um,
Is that your favorite Jim Henson thing?
When I was a kid, yeah, Fraggle Rock. I
Yeah, I'd say Fraggle
misspelt
Rock.
the
Well, Muppets,
word
obviously Muppets for me.
fragile for Fraggle.
Fragile Rock. Yes,
and-
Fragile Rock.
And the box said Fraggle, so I was so excited. I told my mom, Fraggle Rock books and finally made it. And she's like, "Oh, honey, that's fragile."
So many kids.
And I was like, "That's not how you say Fraggle. that's clearly not right." And she opened the box and it wasn't Fraggle Rock books.
Oh.
I was so disappointed.
Bummer.
Guys, Labyrinth. Labyrinth is my favorite Jim
Really?
Henson thing.
Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal, both
Yeah.
very good. But for me, the number one Jim Henson, The Great Muppet Caper.
Worthy.
The Great Muppet.
I need to rewatch
Caper.
it. I haven't
It's
rewatched
the
it.
I think it's the second Muppet movie. And Kermit and Fozzie play identical twins. It is incredible. What a great.
See, I don't think I could get into it now.
Oh,
I
dude, it's
think
so
because of my age, I don't think
That's the thing.
I would
we need
appreciate
to find
it.
out. We
That's
need to
the
watch it
weird
on
part.
a hallucinogen.
Yeah, we need
Well, and that's the thing.
shrooms.
A lot of those have adult humor in it,
Mhm.
and it's very cleverly mixed in.
Interesting. Okay.
Whereas this
Okay.
new Muppets Now was for kids, tweens, that type of age.
Oh, it felt cheesy in that Disney teen kind of way.
Yeah, and they tried to do it to
Oh,
where
that's
he was
lame.
like all like online, and Scooter was the one dropping the files in and uploading. It just wasn't.
It's like
It felt
teen
really
dating
forced.
drama.
Every line, every skit felt really forced.
Lame.
That
Every they had a Tay Diggs, some other. Oh my gosh! I just realized the co-stars was Tay Diggs, who's black. This lady for the chef's show, she was black, and RuPaul,
Interesting.
also black.
So it was like hella black Muppets on it.
Yeah, it was weird.
coincidentally?
I just now caught that. Not that there's anything wrong with black people. I'm just surprised that they went back to back to back. You know what I mean? They didn't pepper them in. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
It's like the
They
Family
didn't
Matters.
pepper in some diversity. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Next thing you're gonna say is that there wasn't enough white people in Black Panther.
No. I thought there was plenty.
It's so funny. I was thinking the other day, like the way I grew up in Southern California and stuff. I didn't realize that Family Matters up against Full House on TJF, like Back and Back, was like, it was like pitched as like a black family. Family Matters was kind of like a black Full House, like the way they advertised it. I never got that. I never realized there were different races because I didn't notice race much growing up in
Right.
Southern
Yeah.
California.
I don't think nobody. I honestly,
Yeah,
like,
it's
I don't
like
think
not as
anybody
big.
does. And you have to be taught.
Well, no, it's
You
the
have to be
coastal
taught
cities.
to be racist. I truly believe that.
Yeah,
Agreed.
kids.
Yeah,
Well,
kids don't know.
Well, the
you
thing
know?
is, actually, no. Racism is an emergent behavior because it's just a form of discrimination. And discrimination without like a manual override is like something we do too much as pattern recognition creatures. So left to our own, like just growing up as innocent kids, we will actually become like super racist without kids stepping in and reminding you, no, these are just different colored people
That's
without
not true.
parents stepping in. Like,
That's not true.
It depends on the
I
age.
had no parents step in, and I'm not racist.
No, I know. I don't
I'm
think.
just gonna blow up your argument right now.
Yeah, but you grew up in a society that didn't encourage racism.
I grew up here,
Yeah, I know. Like you grew up in coastal
which
cities.
people claim is the most racist place ever.
It's not
Depends
true.
on
What
who you
This-
in the hell
Vegas
did
is
you just say?
California
This is
Junior.
like-
This is not a very racist.
This is an
Right.
extremely diverse.
Yeah,
city.
extremely. But the thing is, people
Well,
are
right.
really
It
aware
is
of.
exactly it is.
It's really.
Which
but
is why I
people-
think here you have to be taught to be racist.
Well, my point is, yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Well, you'd grow up here if not being an issue, just the environment. But like if you were in a vacuum, and when something's different, it's scary. So that as like just raw
yeah.
discrimination. Like discrimination is like a intrinsic thing that we do as pattern following. There has to be like a manual front brain takeover of like, oh, there's other factors here. I'm just, but like if it's all lizard brain, it's gonna be all this is new. I'm scared.
You're referring to the reptilian aliens, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about like the back of the brain versus the front of the brain. So like when you're a kid, it's more back of the brain, it's more instinctive, and you're still growing the front of the brain. So that's why
so
like
as the
early.
frontal lobe grows and matures.
It's the same reason why
So,
you can't
well,
have a computer
like, I
algorithm.
was afraid of roller coasters. Does that mean I was discriminatory to roller coasters?
Well, like you
Or
might have
I was
started.
just afraid of them.
Yeah, but fear leads to discrimination if you don't take manual control. I'm saying you were smart enough to
Right.
not be racist, even though, like, if you're really stupid, it makes it way easier to be racist.
I totally
because
agree.
it's more
I totally
lizard
agree.
brain and it's more just instinct response. And
But-
instinctiveness, anytime something's unfamiliar, it's scary.
One of my favorite TV shows was Quincy. Do you remember Quincy?
No.
It was I don't remember what if he was curiosity versus fight or flight. Yeah, absolutely. Quincy, I think he was like a lawyer or something. He was the black lawyer. I loved that show. It was so good. And Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, but what does that have anything to do with it?
I don't know. He was just cool. It was a fun show.
Yeah.
And then didn't he have a movie, Harry and the Hendersons? He had a movie too.
Yeah, of course.
Love
Harry and
that
the
movie.
Hendersons.
So there's Jack Klugman. Ah, that's it. Okay. So.
Okay.
Batman.
What about
I got
him?
some Batman news.
All right, is it Ben Affleck or is it the
Robert Pattinson.
Okay, him.
Batman.
So
they've alleged that they're going to have Bane in the movie.
No shit.
Yes. And they want Dave Bautista.
Really?
Which is not a bad call. However, he's already known in the Marvel universe for Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays Drax.
You can't double dip in the Marvel universe.
There may be. I'm just thinking there may be like a non-compete clause.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
think there
surprise
is.
me because that's pretty standard in most businesses.
Yeah.
So I just don't know if that would happen. So let's say that doesn't happen and they are bringing in Bane. Who should play him?
Who should play Bane?
Yes, Sparkle Batman. Who do you think would be the best
Read
Bane?
my mind.
If you could not.
Undertaker from WWE.
Yeah, but he's like
Patrick
freaking like
Stewart.
55.
Patrick Stewart. Fuck
Patrick
yeah.
Stewart. I'd take
Patrick
that.
Stewart is a villain. How much do you want that?
That's freaking awesome.
He
That would
maybe
be
he might be a little old though. What about
Yeah.
a CG made young Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. I think this is tough because there's not like
There's
a
no
whole
tough
lot.
American actors. You have to pick
Big-
someone Australian or British. There's no tough
and
American
they tried
male
that
actors.
with they tried that with Tom Hardy and his weird strawberries. I've come here to show you.
What are you talking about?
That's Bane sounded kind of.
It sounded weird, right?
I didn't.
If
see
you've
that.
ever watched We're the
Dark
Millers,
Knight?
Bane sounds better there. No drugs in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Dark Knight Bane. I forgot about.
Yeah,
this.
number 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was okay.
I think Carl Urban might be a
forgettable.
really good Bane.
What? That's,
Yeah.
that's a fun idea.
That's a fun idea, I think. I think he's big enough. He can put on the weight.
Is Tom Hardy big enough?
Tom Hardy was kind of small. Gary Oldman, he's done everything else. I don't see why he couldn't. Tom Hardy, I mean, he's not like huge, but I mean, he was Bane. I mean, you
Tom
saw what he looked
Hardy.
like. He didn't look like the Bane that we know. Bane's supposed to look.
What is the?
He's supposed to be
jacked.
massive.
Yeah.
Who is the?
Henry
black,
Cavill would make a good Bane too. Actually.
Who's the black comedian with the
But they
last
won't
name
let
Harvey? Steve Harvey. I just keep picturing Steve Harvey as Bane.
Hello, everybody.
Show me broken back.
Yeah, it's like it's the person that posts. But
If it's up there, I'm going home.
this picture with the crazy
If it's
jaw.
up there, I'm going home.
Doing
Going
Family
home.
Feud.
Yes.
Get every dollar I got.
I love it.
But I do feel like that's because you want someone that's got the size, that has the musculature. I mean,
you want somebody huge.
Somebody can like
you
pull
gotta,
it
you
off,
almost have to go to the wrestling world.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, that's perfect.
I was thinking the same
You
thing.
do. You have to go to the wrestling world. You have to get somebody that's new and hot and sexy. You know, like a new Goldberg or a new Hulk Hogan or
I think-
something.
I think
somebody
somebody
that's
like,
big, Brock Lesnar style.
Roman Reigns.
You guys, I got
Roman
it.
Reigns or Seth Rollins.
You go CG. You do a
Seth
virtual actor,
Rollins.
Yeah,
and you make it Tom Selleck,
that would be amazing.
right?
Yeah, actually, it could just be Tom Selleck's mustache,
Yeah.
and I'd watch
Just a
that.
hovering, floating mustache. That's
Yeah,
sentient.
with a mask, you know.
Terrible. Terrible.
I will break you, bat.
Break you.
So,
I actually enjoyed the third Batman.
which was the third? Was that the one with Bane?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the third one. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one where you
He
had to
freezes
crawl
up,
out
yeah.
of the underground prison.
Yeah.
And make it to the top.
Because apparently climbing is a big deal
and
in Batman world. It's hard to climb.
Only Bane had done it. And then.
But it
Bruce
wasn't
Wayne.
actually Bane. It was the woman.
Right.
Lady
And-
Bane?
Bane.
Yeah, and Bane was her bodyguard. So technically 2 people, so 3 people really. Forget everybody just climbing out of this hole. Goddamn.
Bayonet? Bayonet? Lady Bane?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. She now.
It turns out she was the one born in the darkness. It wasn't.
I don't know how much of this is made up or.
No. This is fandom.
This is from.
No, this is fandom.
I'm making stuff up.
Well, this is from the
Or
Dark
canon.
Knight. Yeah. Well, it's Dark.
No
Knight
fandom.
Stuff. Yeah. I don't think. I don't know if it's canon. It's just one storyline, one timeline.
Yeah. Yeah. It was cool.
What was cool? I'm so lost now.
Bruce Wayne made it to the top.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
And he was able to stop Scarecrow. And Bane broke his back and shit.
Oh, I don't remember Scarecrow at all.
Bane was the one that. Yeah, Scarecrow's in the first one, right?
No, it's in that one. It's in the third one.
Scarecrow's in the third one. I thought Scarecrow's
Scarecrow.
in the first one. No, he's in the first one. He is in the second. He is in the third one, I think. But I'm pretty sure he's the main villain.
Scarecrow
in the
was
first
not
one.
in the. He definitely wasn't in the.
Batman Begins is when he does his training with the League.
And that's got Raj Al Ghul, right?
Raj Al Ghul.
Yeah,
look at us! Look at us
Bane,
going DC
so
dumb on you.
Ricky says Bane didn't climb out; he was assisted by a League of Shadows to get out. Ooh, Rory McCann, the Hound from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Yes,
I never saw God.
or even the Mountain would be fantastic. But he's
Don't know what you're talking
he's
about.
Icelandic.
You
and
tried to
he's
get
like
me to
7
watch
feet
that
tall.
as well, and I couldn't buy in.
It's a brutal show.
I
It's
couldn't
brutal.
I
It's not
couldn't
for
buy
everyone.
in. Couldn't do it.
It's a brutal show. It's not for everyone. So if Bane didn't climb out, but the lady did, and then she came back to get Bane, I think is what Ricky is saying. So Raj Al Ghul is in the first one, but I swear
Which is her father.
That's the same one. That's the same one that the Scarecrow is in.
No, because the Scarecrow's
And then the
dumping stuff into the water plant.
Yeah, wasn't that the first one?
No.
The second one is Joker
Joker.
and Two-Face. And then the third one is
Bane.
Bane, right?
Bane and Scarecrow.
Scarecrow's what? No.
I'll look
I
this-
swear Scarecrow's in
I'll
the
look
first
this
one.
shit up.
The Tim Burton Batman did not have Scarecrow.
No.
This is the Christopher Nolan.
Okay, first Nolan one.
So
That
Scarecrow
one
is
had
in the
rock
fourth.
crawler.
Ricky says Scarecrow is in the fourth one.
Yeah, the first
and
one.
the third.
The first one had the rock crawler and stuff. The first rock crawler, and that was not a Scarecrow-y vehicle. I remember who's in which movie based on the vehicle.
I'm pretty sure he was in Batman Begins. I really think Scarecrow was in Batman Begins.
Oh shit! Movies and TV shows: Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, he's
Holy
in like
hell.
all of them, right?
Apparently, we're told only briefly. I don't remember any Scarecrow in that one, but that's okay. I'm not an authority.
No kidding. I guess I didn't give a shit.
He was in the other ones, but only briefly. Yeah.
I don't like.
Good call, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby for the wins.
Scarecrow, I don't
Give
like.
it to him. Give him a ding, ding, ding.
You guys are fighting your dings. The ding fights. That was amazing.
Ding fights.
Ding fights.
Silly people, the ding bats.
Oh, okay. So how about this? Let's go to
Okay.
Spider-Man 3. Since
Oh,
we're doing
okay.
So Spider-Man 3, they're talking about it's going to have a very, very awesome team up.
Okay.
And I'm super stoked. And the actor from the TV series is reportedly in talks to re-pick up the mantle for Spider-Man 3. And I am talking about the one, the only, the Daredevil.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, I'm confused.
Seriously.
Charlie Cox is in talks
Wasn't
to
there
allegedly
already a-
come back as Daredevil in Spider-Man 3.
Wasn't there already a movie marketed as Spider-Man 3?
I'm gonna blow your
Oh,
mind.
several times.
Yeah, how do you do that? Like, how do you market that? How do
Well,
you?
it won't be called
Mephisto?
It won't be called Spider-Man 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
But right now it's all under wraps, so nobody really knows.
Allegedly, Mephisto.
Will be in the Doctor Strange.
Mufasa?
2.
Yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be in there, and so was Scarlet Witch and Borat. I think is
Man,
making a.
Doctor Strange. I've never been more amazed
Yes.
by a movie
Is that
I
not
also fell
amazing,
asleep.
Ricky? What?
I've never been so amazed by a movie in which I also fell asleep.
What
It
movie
was
is that?
Doctor Strange.
Really?
Oh
wow.
my
I was
God,
like
watch it.
spellbound
It was like
and
the
amazed,
superhero-
and then I fell asleep 3/4.
I call it superhero Inception.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's really
well
what
done.
it was. Fantastic
I
movie.
found it relaxing.
It's a
It was
very,
like exciting
very,
and then
very
relaxing.
good movie.
Benedict
Like
Cumberbatch is
hypnotized
just
me.
another great actor.
I love
Definitely,
Cumberbatch.
definitely
Imitation Game?
one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch?
No.
Okay, that's one we'll have to get to watch tonight.
Yeah, I need to watch that too. It's on my list.
They're seriously in such an incredible league of their own. It's hard to compare them to anything.
Oh,
because
the
it was
Sherlocks
so,
are?
It was so
cool,
fucking brilliant. The last season was a little weird, but the first three, amazing.
So
The
does
first
he
two,
have
amazing.
a problem? Well,
he was
no,
great
no.
in Star Trek as well. I totally agree.
That was
Some people hated that.
That was the
but I
Hulk.
loved
Never
it.
mind.
Eric Bana,
About keeping his mouth shut about his lines.
Edward
Ah,
Norton.
Banner, yeah.
The Hulk who played.
Everybody dies.
The
I mean, half of everybody dies. I mean, I didn't tell anybody who died.
Who played Hulk the last time?
The last one was Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo, that's right. I
That-
don't know why I said that.
I was.
Yeah,
so adorable.
I agree though. The all of it was great. I thought the fourth was a little strange, but I liked it. I thought it was unique, fun, very clever, just an incredible show.
Nice.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is
Why
an
don't I
amazing
remember
job.
him in Star Trek?
And so does Martin Freeman. Martin Freeman plays. He plays. Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit.
Bilbo Baggins.
In The Hobbit, so the first one or the
prequel.
The prequel, and he also plays the pilot CIA ops guy in Black Panther.
Oh.
You know, there's the two white guys.
Yeah,
the
the
one
CIA
is
guy.
Claw, the CIA guy, yes. And they both, and the other guy that played Claw, he was Golem. So they're known as the
no
Tolkien white
shit.
guys.
No doubt.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. The Tolkien white guys. And honestly, I thought that they were fantastic. I think they did a great job in that.
Fun playing words.
Right? Pretty good play words, right?
Totally.
I
You
thought
guys,
so good.
we're in our last minute. What do you have?
Oh,
to
okay.
Tie it up.
Well, download the app RadioVegas.rocks. Follow us on Facebook. Also, Greasy Conversations. That's Sundays at 4 p.m. Great show. They talk about all kinds of dank news and some of the latest and greatest, and some stuff that'll just blow your mind.
And
Thank you.
Manic Monday.
Manic Monday.
I'm not really for sure what day they play, but
Brandy.
it's 11 to 2.
Yes.
Not sure which Monday. Every Monday.
I don't.
Some Monday.
It's Manic Monday, but I don't know what day she plays. But tune in to Manic Mondays. And,
Yeah.
Sin City 11 every other
there
Wednesday.
might be some cameos.
Yep.
Yeah, there
And
might be
always
some
check
cameos.
out flagship show here at RadioVegas.rocks, the Rock and Comedy Show. It's an amazing, incredible show. It's usually starts at around 6, I believe. Fantastic show. And
RadioVegas.rocks/schedule.
yeah, just go to RadioVegas.rocks/schedule. You'll get to see and hear it all.
Or
We'll be-
rockandcomedyshow.com. There's recordings. They're great.
That's true. Or twocluesdudes.com, and you
Yep.
could just follow us, and I'm fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
Later, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next week.
Thank you. If you got anything you want us to talk about, hit us up. Let us
Oh,
know.
Also, we got this incredible fan from, I'm guessing a fan, and I don't know who, but we did get this tiny personal fan, and it looks awesome.
Who brought the fan?
We're going to leave that here, and we're going to set it up, but I have no idea who it's from, so if you know,
Thank you.
hit me up. Yeah, and thank you.
Pieces. Have fun. Be safe.
Peace.